Yes, indeed, and welcome back, everybody. If you've just joined us, this is NN7, and we're out here in Cape Town. It's a glorious day. The spirits are high. Of course, a lot of the delegates and luminaries are getting ready for the State of the Nation address. The red carpet, we have Chelsea Lotz, who will be speaking to members of Parliament, and also Keldon Ogmo. We've actually covered the entire precinct with our reporters in the breadth and width of this area. So of course now we'll go to Keldon Ogmo and get a sense of what is developing so far as we build up to SONA 2017. It's over to you, Keldon.
Well, I'm here at the Grand Parade where thousands of ANC supporters have gathered here. The cultural program has already started. It's a scorching heat, Cindy, out here, but these young people are not staying behind the doors in their house. They've come here to say they want to listen to the president of this country, be it whether they support him or not, but they want to listen to him. They want to demand few things of him. Just to speak, I met this very interesting group here who's at the Grand Parade. They call themselves Activate Change Drivers, and they say they are the youth in the community who really pushes for youth to do good in the country. We'll speak to one of the media communications, Nelisa. Thank you so much for speaking to us. Today is the State of the Nation address. What do you expect from the government or from the president himself?
We expecting the president to have concrete plans around young people. We make up the majority of the population in this country. There needs to be a proper plan. They signed the youth policy in 2015. There's still no concrete plan on that. We want to hear about a specific plan around that, including education, quality and outcomes. And we're also looking to hear more especially about a working NYDA. Every year he comes in and he tells us about the billions that go to NYDA. We don't see that. We run social enterprises in communities. We cannot access that money, and we're doing projects that are benefiting our communities. So we want to hear about that.
As a youth, are you tired of just listening to the promises that the government make? And do you want the government to stand on their feet now and say, come, this is something I have for the youth, and we are going to do it now?
Absolutely. As I said, we are a group of young people across the country from all corners of this country who are doing something. We are playing our part. We need the government to give us a hand up in our communities through our local government, provincial and national. We are not saying we want to be given things. We are doing things already. We just need the government to just give a hand up.
Thank you, Nelisa. We'll also speak to another ANC supporter, a youth here who's come to Grand Parade to listen to the State of the Nation address. You are an ANC youth supporter. You're wearing the T-shirt. You said you are here to listen to what the government has to offer.
Yes, we have come here to, first of all, to support our president and support the African National Congress. But we do have expectations as young people of this country in terms of what the president is going to do about the crisis that we had last year, in terms of the fees must fall, and in terms of addressing issues, especially in the rural areas, what is going to do about that, and creating job opportunities for young people, empowering the youth of this country. We expect more from the president. So we believe that he has done a lot for the past almost 8 years since he has been in power, but we still think that there is more to be done. And we want to give him the space to do that, but we want the NEC to give us a clear indication what direction is this country taking forward, because we believe there are challenges, but those challenges need to be addressed as quickly as possible.
As a youth, what do you say to all the critics, especially to the opposition parties who has criticized government outrightly, especially yesterday when Save South Africa, they held a press conference, saying government has done nothing. Every State of the Nation address has just been a talk and no action at all.
Yeah, we feel that at a certain stage we have a country that has got amnesia when it deals with the issue of the president. The president has done a lot. He has been involved in quite a number of initiatives to address the challenges of the youth in this country. We heard the media, what they were complaining about when they released those press releases yesterday. We feel that some of the issues that they are raising, yes, they are true, but we feel that we must work together as South Africans to address this issue. It is not about the president alone. It is all of us, even the private sector, coming on board and assisting the youth of this country, partnering with government to make sure that services are being provided for the youth of this country.
But are you aware there's 27% unemployment in this country, which sums up to millions of unemployment amongst the youth here?
I am quite aware. we have been around the country, we have heard the cries of the youth around the country. That issue is not an issue that is created by the ANC. The private sector, as I've said before, they must be involved in creating opportunities for the youth of this country. That's why we are calling upon our government to do something about it. We are also calling upon the private sector to come on board and assist government. It's not about the government alone, but it is all about South Africans coming together and working together. This fighting between the opposition, this fighting between the private sector and government is not assisting us. What will assist us is to join hands and make sure that we support government, and government must listen to the plight of our people in this country, which we believe that they are doing that.
Thank you so much for speaking to us, Cindy. Well, these are the youth of the country here at the Grand Parade, stating very specifically, saying they might be a President Jacob Zuma supporter, they might be an ANC supporter, they might not be an ANC supporter, but one thing for sure, that this government needs to create jobs for the youth. They need to come and give something really substantial in the plate, especially for the youth of this country.
Karen, thank you so much for that report and engagement with the young people in terms of what they're expecting President Jacob Zuma to start on, and also to expand on the youth policy and decisions taken at about 2 years ago to implement policies that will benefit young people in the greater economy. And